So the new Jujutsu Kaisen fan ending has come out, and surprise, surprise, it's hot garbage. Now I blocked out the name, and I'm not gonna say it because it's still no free clout for this guy because he was extremely disrespectful, basically saying that he will fix the things Gege failed to do. And he's since kind of come back from that because I'm assuming bro got a lot of backlash, but still not really. Because as you can see on the splash page for explaining this new ending, he says JJK has ended and it did not satisfy everyone, as there were many exciting events that would have formed a very wonderful ending. I wonder why the original writer Gege didn't focus on that. All due respect to him. Yeah, like, man, there were all of these very obvious things that Gege should have done. I'll do it instead. Bro even had the audacity to tweet that, like, I hope Gege sends me some motivation and says that he likes the new ending. Like, how delusional are you? Now, I had no desire or intention to check this out, and that's not because I have any problem with fan endings, fan edits, fan OCs, anything like that. Of course not, but this dude's attitude just, told me everything I needed to know about this, so I had zero interest. And again, no free clout. You can find this if you want to see it, but the amount of times I got tagged in this yesterday of people saying, no, bro, like, you need to see this, that the curiosity got the better of me, and I did check it out, and it is even worse than I imagined. So not only is the art AI generated, which is pretty funny considering how this person was hyping up the art that this manga was going to have, but also the dialogue seems to be pretty AI generated. And I think it's really clear that English isn't this person's first language. And, there's nothing wrong with that. But English is the only language that this is being released in, which makes no sense to me if it's not your first language. But we've got gems like this here. The King of Curses drained all of his efforts and energy because of his opponent, who was very strong. And let me rattle your eardrums with the best prose since Billy Shakespeare here with this sequence of the narrator. The weapon that Yorozu gave to Sukuna as a gift before her death is inside the huge blocks of ice. The huge ice boulder exploded above Sukuna. The weapon is now in his hands. Let this be a cautionary tale of our time to never get high on your own supply unless you know you've got the juice, right? Like, you gotta be able to back that shit up if you are going to come with all of this talking about how you are going to fix the ending and the story to one of the most successful modern mangakas of our time, right? And it was always the disrespect that rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I hope this guy isn't actually holding his breath that Gege Akutami is going to read this new ending and like it so much that he sends this guy some well wishes and good luck. But you know what? I'll give him some free advice because there are two wolves battling in me right now, because I know how hard and how scary it can be to put out your creativity into the world. So, like, I don't want to just trash on this guy as disrespectful and as wrong as I feel like he approached this entire thing, because he might be a kid for all I know. So my free advice would be to take this back to the drawing board, let it marinate some more, spend some more time on it, put it out in your original language, whatever that is. And then you can rely on other people to translate it into English if they're, if the hype and the desire is there. But clearly putting this out as a rush job with very, very sloppy dialogue, AI generated art is definitely not the move. But, I don't really plan on talking about this anymore. But that's what I said when I first heard about this thing. And, I definitely don't want to make it a habit to just trash on this over and over. But yeah, I mean, no surprise here.